From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV on the broadcast tonight. It is our special event every single Monday night. It is the Extreme Forces Racing League Monster Mayhem 110 from Dover Motor Speedway. Well, up in the broadcast, I did long pause. The beautiful wife asked me a question if I ate the hamburger helper that she left in the fridge for herself. 'Twas not me. But, TJ, what's going on, my friend? Welcome back to the broadcast booth. How are you doing?
I am doing great, AJ. I loved how sick and twisted these guys, they had to add an extra 10 laps to play with Miles the Monster this week. 100 wasn't enough. We had to go 110.
Yeah, I don't know why the extra 110. I don't mind it. I like Dover. I think we, myself, you and Ryan had a screw-around race here in the prototypes, which was a lot of fun.
In the dark.
In the pure dark.
Headlight light only. That was intense.
It was stupid. It was fun. But TJ, I talked to a couple drivers before we went live tonight, and they are all complaining about the tire sets, that this place is just going to chew them up, spit them out, and by the end of the race, they might be in some trouble.
So I assume they're all asking for more rubber, and well, we don't bring extra rubbers here. You get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit. And conserve.
So a couple shout outs from the stream as practice is ending, and Josh Fox, Farron Elam, and
Brandon Dunford
are going to be your top 3 finishers. Pretty close together, just about a 1/10.5 separating from 1 to 3. But let's see if they can back it up in qualifying, as we're going to hit that. I want to give a shout out to Jeremy Lapenis. He's heading home tonight. He says everybody better watch out tomorrow night. The JTD Motorsports Autism Awareness Silverado is going to be equipped with the horns this week, and that is broadcasted on Twitch via Mick Olofsson. Chase Baker's in the chat tonight. What's going on, Chase? And so is Noah Wilson. Hello, AJ. For some reason, when I'm down, your streams seem to do the magic. Well, thank you, dude. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that, pal. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Please share it out on the Facebooks as well. Does me wonders and does the channel wonders. But qualifying underway. There's Travis Lapenis in the 16. Always fast. Let's see how he gets around Dover. It looks pretty good. Pretty solid line all the way around.
Some sad news report this week, AJ.
Uh-oh.
Dylan Dunford. Well, it's not that sad. Pump the brakes a little bit, my friend. Dylan Dunford will be here? Is he here? I don't know. Did they get it working? Last I knew, his computer was on the fritz. You might not have had one half of Dunford and Dunford Law Firm plaguing the top 3 lately.
Oh, no.
I see him in the field. I just don't know if he's racing.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But Brandon has been very fast. Dylan did post. I think they got it working. They might have. Thought he wasn't going to be able to talk earlier in the week. GPUs and monitors. I hadn't followed up, but I see he's going to practice. We might be okay.
Might be. Well, let's hope he is.
Our Dean Qualley, the league owner extraordinaire, had similar issues. We lost him for a couple weeks, but he's back now. Some qualifying times being posted. I speak the devil's name, and he shall appear on the point. Dylan Dunford. I think he's racing.
Yeah, if anything, he's going to be racing long enough until it kicks him out or something happens. But right now, putting him in a great spot at 22:59, goes P1.
You see that P3 time? That's kind of scary.
Oh, 6:66. Yeah, thanks.
Farron Elam with a 22:66.
And
no surprise with Brady Floyd sitting outside of the front row with him. He has been on a tear lately. An unfortunate crash late at Indy took him out of the running for the win. Still managed a good finish.
TJ Floyd using that middle line in 3 and 4, looking for the run coming out of 4, and he's going to hit the wall. That's going to invalidate his time crossing the line, and going to be P13 for the time being. Matt Marneau in the 38, coming down the backstretch, get right at the camera.
Invalidate his time and invalidate that car, as I'm sure it is destroyed.
Yeah, it's not looking too pretty. Definitely has seen better days.
When Miles takes a bite of a car here, he's not nice about it.
No, he's not. And Bryn George is gonna mess up both laps here, and probably just gonna say that he attempted to qualify and it's going to start from the back. TJ, you did something, and I'm waiting for you to figure out what you did, but you did something that's really going to mess up the broadcast.
Registered as a driver?
You did. So everybody, at the bottom of the pylon, where it says Richard A. Barnier III, yeah, he's not racing. He's up here talking with me.
I couldn't race if I wanted to. My steering wheel doesn't want to work.
Yeah, but then I would lose an awesome broadcaster, and I would be sad.
Well, you're going to lose me next week. I got bad news for you, pal.
Yeah, you got
next week on the schedule. This guy's going racing with these crazy guys out here. Hopefully, he's going to finish. We didn't make it very deep into California. Auto Club, if you will. I'd like to run more than 10 laps clean. Please?
Well, there's Dean
This is
Qualley.
for anybody that comes back to listen to the broadcast.
Dean Qualley on the racetrack is going to complete it and stay at the 13th position. Joshua Yandow, out of all the drivers that have finished a lap time, he is currently sitting in 18th.
Well, I keep joining as a driver because you said something about the UI doesn't work anymore, so I just go and find the league and click join. And
No, the UI does work. The website does not.
that's what I meant. The website doesn't work, and that was the only way I knew how to join as a viewer, not a driver.
Well, we are gritting, getting ready to go. Dylan
There's a
Dunford,
pit crew, AJ.
P1.
I don't know where. If you go to TV1, the camera, it's currently looking at a pit crew who looks like they are wearing nothing but heart.
Looks like they're wearing tuxedos. The second pit stall.
I don't know. There's a South Park character as the pit bull.
We'll find it sooner or later throughout the race. Oh,
It's quite a ways down.
pretty sure that is. I want to say that's Aspinall's car.
Is it? It's between the 19 and the 60. That's where he is.
Well, before we get started and get rolling, Dylan Dunford is going to start P1 tonight with Brady Floyd to his outside. Farron Elam is going to start in third. Fourth, it's Devin Smith. The 09 of Daniel Park is going to start in fifth. In sixth, it's Brandon Dunford. Josh Fox is going to start seventh in the number 90. In eighth, Dustin Carroll is going to start eighth, obviously. Ninth, it's going to be Travis Lepanis. 10th, it's Tyler Aspinall. 11th, Jesse Adams. 12th, Dominic Hughes. 13th, Dean Qualley. Frank Hughes in 14th. TJ Floyd in 15th. And 16th, it's Matt Morneau. 17th, we're looking at Justin Hughes. Joshua Yandow in the 18th position. 19th, it's Michael Steele. And Bryn George starting in that 20th position. Followed by them, it's Lee Krause, Matt Cochran, Joe Darnell, Austin Green, Donnie Bartlett, and Bobby Green. TJ, before the race starts, let's go through your picks tonight. Who you choosing?
I mean, do I dare put the curse on the Dunford? Or do I stick with the horse that's been running real fast? Sometimes he gets the front finish. Toss up between Dunford and Floyd. Flip a coin. Fill out a bracket. I didn't do well there. I'm going to go with Dunford.
Nobody did well when it came to that bracket. What are you talking about? The brackets were destroyed like day 2.
Well, I mean, I was like destroyed with Arizona and then Purdue, and it was over at that point. And yes, I do believe it's the 92 pit box with the men in short.
Well, TJ, who'd you pick again?
Dylan Dunford,
Oh
the
boy,
point man.
P1, and I'm gonna go back to the number
I promise
90.
you, it's not because of his paint.
I'm gonna go back to the 95 of Devin Smith, and I'm gonna take him. He's gonna be starting P4 pace car on pit road. And ladies and gentlemen, we are. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh! Uh-oh.
Oh my! Well, can we redraft?
Yeah. I hope so.
What just happened?
Both leaders spun their tires on the restart, and for the first time ever in league history, That has happened.
Yep,
Wow.
I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
I got nothing on that, buddy.
Oh no! Don't tell me! Don't tell me he got into it! Oh my god. I do believe the 30 Rocky Face Motorsports machine
There it goes. And there are no fast repairs, everybody.
It doesn't look bad, but the nose is definitely...
That can get buffed out, TJ.
I hope so. I'm pretty sure it was when, you know, he hit the guy. Yeah, it looks like it's when he hit the 38, not when he hit the car flipping.
So we're gonna
This
jump
was wild.
on
I don't even
board
know what to say.
with Fair and Elam here. He's gonna see both leaders spin the tires, cold tires. Figured it was gonna happen, and there it goes.
This is just take your speed drivers, throw them out the window. This is anybody's race.
Now it is. Holy cow! Holy cow!
The 92 was asking about his car. It looks like mostly it looks mostly front end. It's not great looking.
Here it is. You see the 94 launch. He's the starter, and then 20 launches. And they both get squirrely, and yeah, it turns into a parking lot party.
The 3 car with a great qualifying run. Killed. I think that's the best word to use for the 3 car. Killed.
And that starts with both Dylan Dunford and Brady Floyd.
AJ, we saw one like this. What year was it?
It was
somebody in the front, and just everybody piled in.
Well, it was last season right here at Dover, and it was on the last lap.
No, there was no, not these guys. I'm talking real world. We've seen this.
Oh, I don't know.
There was, I forget the race. There was one. I think it was like Jimmy Johnson, and he got turned, like right coming to the line, and it was just unbelievable.
Well, TJ, since your wreck started, or your wreck was caused before technically we got to the line, I'm gonna let you redraw. I'm gonna keep mine of Devin Smith.
Did he make it through, Devin Smith?
Yes, he did. He's currently our race leader.
So, is he the only one of the top 5 without damage?
Looks like it.
The 19
Has a little bumper damage in the back.
the 19 who was right behind him got pretty well mauled from the rear end.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard from
He
behind.
took from Dustin Carroll. He had a little nose damage. I don't even know what to make of this. I am just stunned.
I have never seen this before we actually hit the green. I've seen harder tracks.
Go back through and just take a look at some of the cars that are still on track. You know, with damage. The 83 looks pretty clean.
At Dominic Hughes? Yes, he does.
The 61 looks pretty clean.
Michael Steele also as well looks.
I mean, a lot of
pretty
these
good.
guys have already started pitting, so that would make sense. I just, wow.
Yeah, I got nothing, pal.
The race control is telling the 95 to pass the pace car. I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
I wonder why.
They're also talking about single file restarts.
Well, usually iRacing will make everything go single file if they go one lap before the caution
They've
comes back
extended
out.
the caution because this is just unprecedented.
Why is everybody going by the pace car?
Because it's telling everybody to go by the pace. And the easiest way to clear it is to just send them around.
And to just clear everybody's penalties?
I guess. Well, no, the iRacing is telling him to go around. The 12 AJ looks pretty clean. I'm just telling the drivers. The 15 looks pretty clear. The 03, so all 3 Hughes cars made it through. Good for that team.
No kidding.
Donnie Bartlett doesn't look too damaged.
Well, thank you, Hutchport Racing, for sharing the screen to their page.
Beautiful 59 car of Bobby Green, no damage. Love to see that car.
That's a sexy looking chrome car.
And then you go one spot behind him, and well, that car's seen better days.
You've seen better days.
I think Tyler Asenwall has less to worry about than.
Pretty sure he didn't have the ass in the wall. I'm pretty sure he had his ass with another car.
30 has come back out after some repairs. It doesn't look too bad. So good for Josh. He might be able to get a really good finish tonight.
Doesn't look too bad. We are gonna go green. Gonna go single file for this start. There goes the pace car.
So if I gotta pick AJ of what's left of this crazy moment of racing, I don't want to pick the same as you. How about the 12? 12 steals one tonight. That's my call.
Oh. And there we go. And the 38's around.
Way late. Oh no.
We're gonna stay green.
Doesn't seem to collect any at all. They get fired and they're off.
Take a look at it here. There's the 38.
Pass for the lead already.
Matt Morneau. Let's see what happens here. A lot of checkup, and then he just gasses it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Hughes to the point. Followed by Brandon Dunford and Frank Hughes.
We're going single file Aspinall.
I mean this with no shade intended. Have we seen Dominic Hughes lead a race? And there's a caution. He's going to lead for a while now. I don't know what went down.
Oh, it's the 09 of Daniel Park.
Oof. Park or Parquet? He might be Parquet in it after this.
Let's see what this car looks like.
There it is. It just comes out of 2 and it goes
to the wall, and then Joe Darnell's gonna nowhere to go for the number 2 to go with the 09 coming off the wall. And that's gonna send him around.
I think that team was running Kyle Larson team cars. I do believe that DC Solar, I believe, was a Kyle Larson scheme. I think the 95 has a Kyle Larson scheme. The 90
of Josh Fox.
Is that the one he put through the fence at Daytona?
I think so.
Don't quote me. I mean, there wasn't much left of it after the race.
It says Kyle Larson above the passenger door, so.
Oh, I know it's a Larson scheme. I just couldn't remember if that's the one that didn't look much like a car. And then who's their other? 95, 90, 55. Jesse Adams. Oh, he's got the Clover car. Yeah, so that's they're running Larson schemes here at Dover. I actually really like that Clover car. I think that car flipped Talladega.
Yeah, I think you are 100% right with that.
If I do remember, it was everybody joked about how lucky it was that it rolled. And then talked about, the green race car curse.
Well, we are under caution for the second time tonight. Well, at least we got a couple green flag laps before we had the second one come out.
When these guys went and pitted for tires, how many of you think forgot to uncheck tires?
Probably a lot of them. Because I've done it many times before. You just forget about it. It's that simple.
Now, AJ, it's Monday. It's switchover week. Did they already switch off of Atlanta?
Yes,
Do
they
you
did.
know?
Yes, they did.
That's good, because I raced a race there last week.
I was there.
Yeah, well, so I remember you were there. Just viewers at home, let me tell you, Atlanta on this game, and the sim, excuse me, is a wild, wild place. Might as well key up Will Smith in the Wild Wild West, because that's what it felt like.
It's a good song.
The movie was okay.
Falcon Graphics painted the number 59. Well, let's go take a look at the 59 of Bobby Green.
That is the very, very slick looking, unbelievably beautifully chromed machine. Someday, if I can learn how to do chrome colors, some wild things will be made out of the Rocky Faith Motorsports garage.
No kidding. And you've been doing really good with the painting of the cars. Another compliment on the Joshua Yandow number 30.
That is my baby. I've got my car that'll be debuting. It's a little more done than the last time. More sponsor decals on it. I kind of threw it together before the race. It's got the New Orleans Saints, Rocky's favorite NFL team. I don't know if I can bring myself to put USC Trojan colors on it.
I can hear it in your voice right now. That's going to be very difficult for you to do that, especially because nobody likes the USC Trojan portion.
Well, and I'm a Notre Dame fan, so kind of like I do. Maybe I could go basketball. I believe you like the Golden State Warriors, and I don't mind that blue and yellow.
It's actually a really complimentary color, blue and yellow. But we're about to go green again, everybody. This is our second caution. You're watching All-Star 15 TV. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, like the page, like the video. You'll get a nice Stone Cold Steve Austin clip waiting for you.
Clap.
Which, speaking of that, we'll get to that in a second as we see more tires spin, and we are green once again. Man, the race is called Monster Mayhem, and we've seen a lot of mayhem so far. As Michael Steele getting by Brandon Dunford.
AJ, if we manage to go green, I want you to jump onto the 17 car at some point. Take a look at that thing, and know that at one point during this race, that car had a car on top of it.
Yes, it did. It's recovering nicely.
It's our teammate, Team Quality.
Tyler Aspinall trying to bounce back after popping the wall, coming out of turn 2. Gonna stick it towards the high side. Woo! Gets really tight coming out of these turns.
45 over team at Bill LA at 94.
Bounce.
Oh yeah. One of the old ones. The old Thunderbird era.
Got a battle right here for the 14th position. You got Travis Lapanis and the number 93 of Dustin Carroll. Ooh! Boy! That car got a little crazy going into the turns. And TJ, it was your favorite car right now. The 59 of Bobby Green. Really tight coming out of turn 2, but now he's going to have Brady Floyd underneath him.
And let me tell you, Brady Floyd having that trouble in the start, it's like on a tear right now. A little bit of damage still on that car, but it is just flying. Don't know how he'll stack up with the undamaged cars, but the damaged cars, he looks really quick. And there's a car spinning right in front of him! Oh. And, well, about the 20, it's dead. The 4 is dead. The Hughes cars are no longer clean.
You're looking for the 03. He's right there on screen.
I had help.
Oh, yeah, he did. He had a lot of help. Both get into that outside wall.
Oh, my.
Oh, Matt Cochran involved.
Oh, Matt ate it.
38 of Matt Morneau.
I feel like if Matt Cochran didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all.
He had nowhere to go whatsoever.
I mean,
59 gets involved.
This place is such self-cleaning. He gets on the brake, and you'd think he'd be okay, but the 20 spins right back in front of him, gets piled in. Oh, the 59 was in it.
Yep, yes he was.
Oh,
There's a
man.
lot of damage on Bobby Green's car.
It looked so good for the time. It looked so good. And then it just now is ouch. He actually got hit netcode. If you see that, that's a good AJ. If you ever want to show netcode for viewers at home, you can back that up and you see him get netcoded by the 38 in the rear end.
Well, let's see it. Here's Bobby Green. Chase. Gonna drop it to slow-mo. Well, he gets hit by Morneau. Waiting
And
for
initially there's no damage, and then it pops damage. Before he gets, finished off.
Oh.
That's why I know sometimes the viewers at home, well, why'd that guy spin? Well, that's why right there, because the sim takes a moment to register an actual hit or contact. Ugh. So, Miles the Monster just wants to say, hey, remember me?
Miles the Monster right now feels like he is really ticked.
I feel like he, felt like he was owed a debt of oil and blood.
Apparently.
After the finish of the last race.
Which, everybody, you got to go back and see that. That was one of the craziest finishes I have ever broadcasted in my life.
Very similar to the crash at the start, where I do believe third place spun out and the entire field kind of piled in. Because they were all at speed, and it was similar to that crash there, just nowhere to go out of 4. They're going to call that wreck a racing incident. I am stunned. Stunned.
Right now, your race leader, the 83 of Dominic Hughes, followed by Frank Hughes, Michael Steele in the 3rd position. 4th place right now, Brandon Dunford and TJ Floyd up 10 positions, sitting in the 5th position.
I feel like you should mention survive 10 positions.
Yes, that's a pretty good.
I mean, Michael Steele, the biggest mover, 19th to 3rd.
Hey, when you're not turning around or sitting in pit road,
no, he might be tied with Donnie Bartlett, who's come from 26th, 10th. Man, if my steering wheel was working, I could go out there and just turn some laps under caution here and probably end up not last.
Surprised you haven't plugged in your Xbox headset, controller yet. Configured it and got out there.
Don't give me any ideas.
Well, lights are off on the iRacing safety car. Going into turn 1 with just a lap left. So TJ, how was your weekend?
Not bad. The bracket, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that anymore.
No kidding. That was gone after the first day.
Yeah, I had Arizona in my final 4, and I had Purdue winning it all. So my bracket was pretty well done there.
How about FDU upsetting a number 1?
That was Purdue, AJ, that they beat.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've been worrying about IU a lot because a lot of the guys that I've been watching are big Illinois fans.
At this point, I am pulling for Princeton. I hope they ride that story all the way.
Well, here we go. Pace car is in, getting ready to see the green. Coming out of turn.
And waiting.
Are we going to see some tires spin?
83 squirts away, 19 tires spin in the wall. This is wild. The 83 actually even got in the wall.
For everybody watching at home, That track temperature is sitting at 125 degrees, which means it's slick. It's really slick.
Spun his tires, caught a little damage from the 92. This was wild night here in Dover. Never a disappointment.
No, not at all. We're just shy of 25 laps in.
Are we going to have anyone survive yet?
Well, I know one car on the racetrack that is not going to have any damage whatsoever because it's theoretically impossible, and that's the pace car.
I mean, mine won't have any damage.
You're not on the track.
Don't give me any bright ideas.
I'm not. You don't normally have bright ideas.
You go get the car to just be on the road. It's on the track surfacing.
Got a pass here. It's 4/8. Asphalt to the outside. Austin Green in the 15 Nicorette Chevy Camaro.
Although my luck, sitting on pit road, somebody would spin into it.
Look at Lee Krause up 11 positions. Battling for top 10.
He was 6th on the restart. Had spun his tires. So, hey, we got a caution. I don't know where it is.
Bobby Green.
Not sure.
Bobby Green.
Again?
Yes, sir.
Cuts out for me. Oh, yeah, wow. Oh, wow.
He comes up right into Joe Darnell.
He tried to clear himself, and sir, you are not clear. And woohoo, good job everybody behind him not killing him.
Right. Just shy of 30 laps into tonight's race here at Dover Motor Speedway. I'm AJ Capola. It's TJ Barnier. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Go say hi to the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
And there's Mr. Ricky Bobby kind of throwing it out there that, uh-oh, this ain't good. Fourth caution of the evening. We had a caution tonight before we even went green with some wicked tire spin. TJ, you had something while we were at break. What was that? And let our listeners, viewers, and everybody at home know what's going on.
So an update on the track. It is now 126 degrees that they have begun racing on it. It is slick as heck out here.
I mean, if you're at the racetrack, you're enjoying a nice cold beer. It's really nice outside, but man, it is hot on that racetrack.
People in the Ally Overwalk Bridge are getting a great view. AJ, I think by the end of the night, the way this is going, it's going to be a shorter list, or may already be a shorter list of undamaged cars than damaged cars.
Yeah.
Which usually it's not that way.
Well, you got a leader, TJ Floyd, followed by Devin Smith, 15 of Austin Green, and in that fourth position, Jesse Adams, fifth, Donnie Bartlett.
Keep going, just 2 spots more. Keep going. Nepotism's great.
You sure? You sure? Okay. In the sixth position right now, it's Bryn George. Seventh position, up 11 spots. The driver, the number 30, Joshua Yandow. See how long that sticks.
See how long it stays just as damaged as it is. Good run for the kid. He's having a wild night here. He's been in it, but not bad enough.
I mean, if you miss everybody.
The way it's going, that might be what it takes. Now, I assume the Hughes pit, the Hughes drivers.
Yes, they did.
And Lee Krause and others.
Should be coming to the one to go now. We're going to grid up. Let's see. Dominic Hughes, Frank Hughes, both pit. Let's see. On lap 27. Yes, pitting. They're all lap 27.
So I should make note that Josh is the second car in that hasn't pitted yet.
Oops.
Good luck, pal.
Well, Josh did pit. He pit on lap 2. Hopefully he didn't burn a tires. I don't know. That's the scary part. If he did,
maybe that's why he's staying out.
Yeah, he's gonna have to equal it out.
'61 communicating with the 5 to take it easy on this restart here. Don't know what the guys in front of them are doing on this tire.
What's going on, everybody in the YouTube chat? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It'll open up the feature to come talk to us. We got Noah Wilson, Chase Baker, Benjamin Park, Nick Olofsson, Devin Mosley. What's going on, everybody? Pace car is off. We're about to go green. There it is. Green flag back. And we already have cars,
away, clean.
Cars in the wall, starting with the number 45, Bryn George.
I'll tell you who didn't hit the wall.
Who's that?
The 30 car.
He's got some tire damage. Looks like that right side tire is kicked out a little bit.
He's hanging tough up there in the top 10. Good for Josh getting up there and run some laps up front, not damaged in the rear.
With a little bit of a tire fart against the wall.
Right rear?
The right front.
Right front?
15 of Austin Green is stuck on that outside. As another driver gets by, that's Dominic Hughes. Oh, and there goes the 30 into the wall.
It's alright. He does that every time to time. Trying to give his teammate a spot. Probably do that for the league owner.
Right, just a little bit.
I think he just gave it another kiss. Watching the rear.
Michael Steele trying to fight.
Oh, 3 wide. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Yeah, I don't know with that car. If it got towed out or what.
Looking for some battles on the racetrack. The 55 of Jesse Adams trying to get by Austin. Well, he's one of the drivers that is yet to pit, along with Devin Smith and TJ Floyd. We're going to pass forward. Gonna hook that bottom. Here comes the 61 to follow. Hughes and Hughes, P1 and 2. We're side by side for the third position. The 95 of Smith and Floyd to his outside. Floyd is sinking like a rock. He needs to cut behind somebody, which he does. Gets right behind the 95. Dunford in the 19 with the first position trying to battle back. All the way in the 12th slot. Getting pushed by Travis Mateta from the 16th team. What you got?
I was just going to say, AJ, I have a feeling it might be awful hard for the Dunford and Dunford top 3 interview this week. The way the race started for them.
Yeah.
Both caught up in that early fracas.
Ooh, the 03 in the inside wall. Justin Hughes. Wonder if he's taking it back to pit road. No, he's just going to let everybody by and mind his own business.
The 20 car points implication has retired for the night, by the way.
Yeah, you can tell he's not happy.
Just multiple times caught up in. Well, I mean, the very initial start was kind of something that he would have had to have controlled, but the one after that, nothing he could have done there.
There's the 83.
But that is going to be huge, you know, for the other drivers in the points battle, just to keep going.
Looking from the All-Star 15 blimp cam. See Smith on the back bumper of Lee Krause. Lee Krause has moved up to third on the fresher tires. Got this nice little green patch here. Now, TJ, what you seeing as these cars are kind of getting locked into this run? You think they got more grip as the tires heated up? Because kind of how it normally works, but when it comes to these concrete tracks, you're literally throwing stuff at the wall, especially last time we were here. There were the ARCA cars.
Yeah, if the tires aren't heated up for these guys by now, the temperature are the 92, pretty to 49. I think the 92 fell to 49, forced them into the outside wall, and really saved them, got back, and knocked into the wall. But yeah, it's just, this is one of those races, I think, patience may be the winning number here.
Well, I would hope so. I hope that would be the winning number after the first couple incidents we had, especially before we got to that green flag. We had cars around, which is a heck of a sight to see. The last time we were here, it finished like that, and who knew we were going to start like that?
It kind of started how it finished it.
But this is a nice battle for the lead. Dominic Hughes in the 83 and the 61 of Frank Hughes.
Now the 16 calling out the 92.
Thank you, Devin, for the help there. Keep us posted if it sounds any better. But you're watching everything as it's running. Your top 10 right now, we're going to give it to you because we are in a little bit of a lull. Oh, thought we were going to see something there. I know TJ always likes to bring the chaos.
Oh, I don't think I need to bring the chaos. I think Miles and Monster has this covered.
Well, everybody, let's run through your top 10. Frank Hughes is currently sitting in that first position. Second is Dominic Hughes. Lee Krause, we're in that Canadian scheme proudly. In third, fourth, Michael Steele. Dean Qualley in fifth. In sixth, it's Brandon Dunford. Seventh, Devin Smith. Travis Lapenas in the eighth position. Ninth right now goes to Tyler Aspinall. And in 10th, driver number 49, Baja Blast Chevy Camaro, TJ Floyd. What are your takeaways now with this top 10? Some cars within this top 10 that you normally don't see. You know, like a Lee Krause or a Dean Qualley.
Well, when Lee runs, Lee's typically towards the front. If you remember right, that's who I had reselected on the redraft for our picks after they didn't make the start. This seems like a Lee Krause kind of race where chaos early and maybe he survives it and has tires late. Granted, he's bounced off the wall a couple times, so hopefully that Canada machine doesn't falter. But I mean, just
you can see the damage right behind the right front tire. Sorry to cut you off.
Qualley, remember, had a car on top of it at the start. He's at a wicked recovery going right now. And I mean, he's in some heavy traffic here with some big hitters like Travis Lapenas and Tyler Aspinall. He's just trying to ride in his race and trying not to get anything more than he already had. And the 95 has been one of those drivers tonight. Devin Smith just hasn't done anything bad. Isn't like the best car, but just, you know, hasn't.
He's keeping his head down.
Right, which could turn out, you know, turn out to be the winning maneuver. You know, like.
And there goes Kraus once again into that wall before arching into turn 3.
It's amazing the abuse these cars will take before they break. Yeah, I'm just really excited to see how the back 55 play out compared to the front 55 is nearing that halfway mark.
Well, it looks like we're getting some cloud cover, T. How's that changing the racetrack? What are we down to temperature-wise?
122 now, 121. It's dropping just a bit with the cloud cover.
Yeah,
see how long it lasts.
Once that sun comes back up, we're going to start cooking again. Anybody want breakfast? I got a couple eggs here.
Uh-oh. I just see a retirement.
Who would that be?
The 3 of Fair and Elam has retired.
Yeah, he was in the first lap incident as well. Thought he could go as far as he can. He got to lap 50 and is currently sitting in the 23rd position.
If you go back to lap 49, the 55 made contact with the 94, and the 3 got into the 55. And what happened after that, I don't know.
So here it is.
3 brings it down pit road after.
Ooh, he's going to clip the 55 a little bit, and that's going to cause some damage? Just that little bump? Oh, yeah, and he blows the motor right there.
Oh, wow. Well, that's all she wrote for the 3 car.
Yeah, game, set, and match. Motor says, I want to go home. But you're...
I just heard we had a little drama on the 83 machine. Whoa! Whoa, I'd say so! Big yellow coming!
Oh, that's Lee Kraus.
Oh, my. There was just comms and communication that the 5 may have got into the 83.
Well, the 5 is in front of the 83. So...
Well, this was like, and then as we were, getting done with viewing the 3, I flipped over to the 83 and just watched the 12 die.
Well, let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, the 5 back on lap 56 kind of gave him a shot into the turn.
Yeah, we're
knocked him up the hill.
We're looking at it here.
Which is what gave the 12 to the run to the inside.
Just a little bump. Enough to move him out of the way.
Right.
Still short track racing.
I think we go down. "12 not happy, as you can imagine. At all. Yeah, the 12 got a little loose, and the 83 ran him over.
Now we're going to see it here. 1 and 2. Out of 2. That 12 is loose. The 83, nowhere to go, and just gets right into the back of him. Oh, and there goes the 95 into him as well.
We had just mentioned him staying clean. Broadcaster curse. Miles the Monster said right there? He said, "Oh, a clean car, you say?"
Gonna jump on board with the number 95. We had a nice run going. He's off the gas. Oh, and that car has a way different tone to it. Yeah, he's going to be on pit road for a while. And what's this? Dean Qualley, currently your race leader? What? Oh, it's because everybody else is staying out. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Oh, no.
What? What happened?
30 got ran into going down pit road.
I don't think Josh is having the best night.
He literally was on pit road, and the 38 overran pit road and ran into him. Oh my god. That kid just cannot avoid trouble. Hopefully it didn't cause a lot of damage.
Doesn't look like it. But Devin Mosley in the chat says Miles just ate a man. And he goes, classic Dover yellow. Hate it when they come back up on the track like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. He was down to pace speed, and the 38 just plastered him from behind, totally. God, can he catch a break?
I don't even think he can catch a cold if he wanted to.
Sure, I know he can catch a cold. He definitely just ain't catching a break.
Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in on this Monday evening. I'm AJ Capola, TJ Barnier, up in the broadcast booth. Thought about racing, chose not to. DC Solar, I think that's the 09 of Daniel Park, getting the wave around one of his laps back. He's down 27 of them.
So they managed to fix the 30 pretty good, it looks. The right rear is way less damage.
There you go.
I don't know if the iRacing gods just threw him a bone or what, but like...
No, they're trying to give him hope.
I mean, to be fair, he was on pit lane. I hate... So, I don't know. I'm surprised that car doesn't see a lot of other cars with way more damage that had similar... He got bailed out. That's all I'm going to say. Good for Josh. Keep the thing clean. He should have pretty fresh tires in.
26 cars started this race. 20 of them still on the lead lap. Probably 2 or 3 of them without damage.
The 12 car was not happy with the result. They called that yellow on him for losing it. Pretty mad.
We are green. Frank Hughes with an excellent jump on this restart.
I didn't see many people getting any fences on that one.
That's a good one. Aspinall in the 5th position, trying to move back up the racetrack.
Unbelievable that car is in the top 5, let alone the top 10 with the way it was damaged at the start of this race.
Well, TJ, got put it this way. Everybody's damaged.
I don't know if everybody's damaged, but mostly everybody. I think those 2 Hughes machines, I'm going to jinx them. I've jinxed everybody else. I think those 2 Hughes machines are looking pretty clean.
You got to do that, huh?
Yes. Chaos, AJ. Agent of Chaos. The 5 car is not fully clean. He looks pretty clean, too.
Well, I hope he
and then
that car
then it's a lot of rough-looking race cars for a bit till you get back to the 49.
Yeah, you got the 16 of Locatus with some damage. Aspinall, obviously. Mr. Baja Blast looks pretty clean for now.
Behind them, the Foxy one. Behind him, Clover car. Then another cleaner-looking one in the 15.
Yep. Donnie Bartlett in the 21, not looking too bad.
That 94 is interesting.
Bryn George is kind of messed up.
And there's our boy Josh.
That back end is pretty beat up, and yeah, there's Joshua Yandow in the 13th position. Hey TJ, you're gonna like this. He's positive positions so far in this race.
That is a good thing, Josh. The car behind him is the Jimmy Johnson throwback is pretty chalk. Dean Qualley, who had a car on the top of it at the start of the race, not doing too bad. Matt Cochran, who is surviving so far at Bristol.
He's a couple laps down, so if we get a couple more yellows with him not being involved, there's a good chance he might end up on the lead lap as well, but that car looks a little beat to hell.
It looks like it wants to be a modified, but
it's not sure what it wants to be.
Still turning good lap. I mean, he's running where he's running. He kisses the wall. His teammates right behind him.
Yeah,
Joseph Darnell, who also looks pretty damaged.
93.
Oh no.
Dustin Carroll.
Tell me he was nowhere near the 30.
I think he was behind the 30.
Had nothing to do, right? He just got loose.
Yeah, he just got way loose. Correct. Oh, too much.
Yeah, and you see who else was right with him. Man, my heart stops every time I see those two cars.
Whew.
Oh, my goodness. Well, hey, Matt Cochran. Welcome back to 2 Laps Down.
There you go. That's a way to do it. Just keep the nose clean.
This wild. How's that 95 looking after the 95 after getting?
Well, he's all the way back in the 17th position.
No
he
radiator.
is a modified.
Well, yeah, for the I mean, he's a modified with over fender. What a wild night. I don't know how else to describe today. Is just chaos, wildness, track temp back to 126, clouds cleared off.
Yes, Devin, that is Matt Cochran in the number 4. Good buddy of TJ and myself, running in the CCRL league back in the day.
8, 3, and 4.
Long time ago in a NASCAR league far, far away.
You are not wrong. Love the reference, by the way.
But we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're going to see the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast once again. Their show open. When we get back, I'll tell you a little about them before we go green.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. Monster Mayhem 110 from Dover Motor Speedway. 71 laps in, under our 6th caution. You have the 61 of Frank Hughes, Dominic Hughes following, and Michael Steele in 3rd. Kind of alluded to it before we went to that brief show open commercial for the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast.
TJ, tell us about your nerds.
We did something fun tonight, TJ. And if everybody wants to go check it out, we got the links down in the description. We finished The Last of Us TV series season 1 last week. This week, on Monday, Susie and myself are reacting live to part 2, the game. The Last of Us Part 2 game. We did the first hour and 20-ish minutes. I've played it. I know what goes on. She had no clue. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Go check it out. We have some fun. I explained some lore.
Now,
what's up,
does
D?
the show follow the games closely?
Yes.
Like very close or like kind of close?
Like it is 89.9% literally the game.
So better than the Halo show.
Oh, 100%.
If this somehow makes it to anyone listening that has anything to do with the Halo TV show and all that stuff, can we just make a carbon copy of the game? Please! God!
But yeah, go check them out. I'm the host over there. My wonderful co-host Susie.
With the mostest.
No, that would be Susie, just for the fact of she throws nice softballs that I just knock out of the park with really bad
she's your
jokes.
home run derby pitcher.
Yes. Yes.
Field is tight. 15's running into the back of the 49.
Oh, boy. I have a bad feeling about this. 61 is away.
No spinach in the top 8. Everybody gets away clear. 4 now.
I hate that you added 4 now, but completely understand why. The 83 and 19 battling here for the second position. Side by side entering turn number 3. The 19's going to clip the wall.
Dunford Machine says, I'm damaged, but I'm not done. Let me through. Let me at Papa Hughes. 5 car trying to take advantage of the slip up by the 19 as he falls back to the top lane. This track, it's not really one where it's multi-groove. You can make the top work, but it's certainly a lot harder.
Got Cody Kepner, Let's Go Darnell Racing, pull it out.
Well, they're going to need to put it out a few more times before they can pull it out. So that they can get back all in the lead lap.
Well, you got Dustin Carroll in the 93 on the lead lap, but in the 20th position.
Yeah, the
Jimmy Johnson throwback has Carroll
2 car,
auto
I
repair.
believe, right? Yeah.
Yes, no, the 93. Joe Darnell's the 2 car. He's up a little bit further.
15. And Matt is 2 down. He's coming. He's a couple more yellows.
And he is getting faster. That car is definitely looking a lot better.
Still at the front of the field, the 83 holding off all challengers.
Well, no, it's the 61 holding it off.
Well, the 61's gone. He's left him. He's left him. It's, for all intents and purposes, he gone. He's not here right now. He says, young sir, hold him up so I can drive away. And that's exactly what's happening. Because it might be a Hughes and Hughes show tonight instead of a Dunford and Dunford. But Dunford still making noise, trying to be up in here.
Yeah, Brandon's still running really well, up 3 positions. But our biggest mover, sorry TJ, of the race so far, back in the 7th position, number 15 of Austin Green, up 17 positions. Just trying to gain some of it back. He was up in the top 5, but he's got TJ Floyd right in front of him. Go ahead, brother.
If Frank Hughes were to win tonight, obviously Ryan Fry is not here to confirm. He would technically be the next driver with a chance at the Wrestling Over Everything Challenge, would he not? That'd be 2 in a row going for 3?
I would assume so. That would be more confirmed later on in the week via the Discord, which we'll snapshot and put on the channel to hype it up.
Frank, or the other Hughes, Dominic, just had a moment on the wall. It's now leading spots. Well, he's battling back on the outside, but he's certainly lost second, maybe going to lose third. That was tight.
Yeah, he's battling with Travis Lapanis as they're going to come off of turn 2 side by side.
I think Michael Steele had issue too.
TJ Floyd in the wall again.
I'm trying to back it up and figure out exactly what happened. I saw. Okay, so the 83 and the 5 hit the wall. Both dropped spots. The driver directly behind him. Dean tried to make the move on the
Frank Hughes is gone, running lap times fast, about a 10th or so faster than Brandon Dunford.
16 finally clears that 83. The 5 car now going to work. He's by. The 49 wants a piece. It's like the 83 chum the waters and the Sharks are nipping.
Looking at the battle back here a little bit further, the Nicorette car, Austin Green, is using a little bit higher of a line to try to get a better arc through the turn. But right in front of him, Josh Fox.
Using the outside to get it done around the 49.
I think the 49 was loose in the turn.
49 was like, hey, you're running through me. And the 90 says, yeah, I was a little loose. Drives on by. I mean, using the top, you get as loose as you want, so they're powered by that man.
Dean Qualley getting by Britt George.
The 90 again. He is digging on the top, AJ.
Hey,
he can make this pass work. That'll be 2 in a row on the outside, and he is on rails right now.
I think he's showing everybody else that it's working. Uh-oh. Never mind. Oh! Oh, dear.
Uh-oh. Mother.
Big wreck.
So, it was working for the 90. It didn't work for the 50.
They're going to come back up on the racetrack. Aspinall's going to get demolished.
Yeah, the 15 caught the wall, and when it finally puked him off of it, it was all over with. Don't tell me.
It said, I'm looking for the 92.
I think the 17 got through it okay, right? You must have.
I think so. I don't remember seeing him in it.
I think he got by. He was real close. Well,
yeah, I think he was fine.
oh man, just some close moments. Again, I think Josh got through it all right as well. Yes, he did. Surviving. Matt Cochran, another one. And how quickly, AJ, the turntable for unlucky number 83, Dominic Hughes.
Yeah, no kidding. You pop the wall, 5 or 6 laps ahead of time. Before that, drop the spots, putting yourself into a hornet's nest, and there you go.
You get stung.
Wow.
How quickly the turntables.
Well, let's see how everybody comes off a pit road.
No, because they're both wrecked, so they're probably...
Brandon Dunford is going to beat Frank Hughes off of pit road.
That is huge for the restart.
Yes, it is.
Now, you think... I assume most guys probably assume that's the last caution.
No,
do you think
I don't think so.
got tires left, though? And how many laps here would you... I would assume if you get another one inside of 10 to go, you're not pitting unless you're at the tail end.
2 people, I would suspect, have a set of tires left. TJ Floyd and Donnie Bartlett. And the only reason why I'm saying that is they're showing a pit stop count of only 2.
Well, that'll be something to keep an eye on if we do go, say, 5 to 10 more laps and get another caution. There's now 18 cars on the lead lap. If you're, say,
17,
outside of the top
17
10...
cars.
17?
Yes, sir. Dustin Carroll is the last driver on the lead lap in 17th.
Aspinall got lapped?
Yes, he did. He's still on pit road.
Oh, well, he might not be leaving for a while.
Yeah, that car is broke.
He could end up... I was more thinking for Matt Cochran once he buy him. Because he has managed to cut it down to 1. He'd love one more yellow. We know that. The car is showing some speed.
The car still has speed, and I'll bring it up to this. While he's not hitting the fastest lap times, he's averaging within 1/10 to 2/10 off of the leader's time, and the leader is in...
With that much damage, too. That's wild.
But also, Matt's a smart driver. He knows not to burn up his stuff.
Yeah. Now, what do we got? There's a couple cars here that are going to get sent around. It was the 03 of Hughes and the 09 of Park, both a million laps down, it feels like. Not actually that bad, but back in 22nd, 23rd, respectively.
The 19 of Dunford has taken the inside on the restart. We've seen the leader take the outside the last couple of restarts, but they were teammates when that happened.
And with the leader control on the bottom, maybe the outside hits the throttle to try to match and spins, finds the wall again.
Well, everybody, we are going to find out in just about a half a lap See if
The car
anybody's
I'm
gonna
the
spin
most
tires.
curious to watch right now is that 90 machine. He was making that outside work. If he can keep it up, he ain't got many to go by on the outside to get to the lead.
Yeah, he pulls a straight M&M and goes round the outside.
Round the outside, round the outside.
I know I make that joke a lot. It's a dad joke.
But it fits.
Here we go.
Waiting on the green. There goes the green. It's out.
There it is.
19 pulls away. Gets the restart he needs. Nobody really hits the wall.
Looks like we're good. But TJ, guess what we're going to do for this restart? We are going to crank it up.
Or for Frank.
Well, we're back, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed Crank It Up, powered by Wrestling Over Everything. Gonna see Wrestling Over Everything in just about 15 laps. But Brandon Dunford, P1, Frank Hughes, P2. Travis Alpanis has jumped all the way to that third position, but don't look too far away. Got Josh Fox and Donnie Bartlett rounding out the top 5.
AJ, I want to tell you, I'm very, very excited right now. I feel like these front two went out and are dogfighting each other and are going to burn the tires off. And the last 10 laps may come to third and fourth and their tires.
That would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
I could be wrong. That's just the feeling I have.
Well, you got 12 laps to go. That 19 doing a great job up front.
I think it's funny, the front three drivers are some variation of the same number, flipped, reversed, mirrored, however you want to call it. You got a 1 and a 6 or a 1 and a 9 and a 6 and a 1, all between them.
Well, looks like the top 10 is kind of dominated by Fords, but your race leaders a Toyota, Frank Hughes a Chevy, Travis Alpanis a Ford, Josh Fox a Chevy, Donnie Bartlett a Ford.
Oh, 94 in the wall! No! The 30 hit him! And the 90, oh my God! Josh,
Starting
happened?
to think people do not like seeing the 30 car on the racetrack.
Oh my goodness, the pass on the 94 would have got him his first top 10 if it would have just stayed. He did all he could do to avoid it and just got cleaned out by the 94 saving. Oh my God.
Let's see what happens here. That Dean Qualley pops the apron a little bit. Oh! The 30 not knowing where the 45 was going to go.
I said 94 thinking Elliott, but yes, it was 45.
Now, let's look at this from the 94. This is Dylan Dunford.
Oh my goodness. I just don't think he saw him slowing up in front of him.
'30's off the gas. The 30 had no clue where the 45 was going to go. And yeah.
Right. I mean, Josh did a really good job just trying to miss it, kind of minimize the hit that he was going to take. And
well, if he stayed on the wall, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. If he stayed towards the wall.
Right. I mean, I can't say without going to look at. I mean, he was probably in the midst of trying to save it himself. Trying to go back and watch his cockpit view. Yeah, he kind of got ricocheted off the wall. The wall here is springy, and I think that's what bit him.
Well, another caution means a lucky dog. And there it is, the number 4,
dog.
Matt Cochran with Bass Pro Shops on that Toyota Camry. You know, didn't start out very well, but has really fought back, stayed in it, and kudos to him, and great job putting it in a better position now, currently inside the top 15. Wow. Now, I couldn't tell if Josh got loose coming out of turn 4, but if he was just like wondering where,
I think he was just trying to dodge.
Yeah, if he stayed up towards the wall, I know hindsight's 20/20. I don't think we're having this conversation.
100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Bummer.
I mean, what a race. He had finally put together a good one.
Well, one thing he can take from, and this is just throwing it out there.
If only it had been 100 laps.
Yeah. He is getting better, he's getting faster, and he's being able to last longer in these races.
I mean, he got ran over. Like, he got ran over hard. I don't know how much you trust the in-car, but the 94 never lifted.
No, he didn't.
Whereas Josh was out of the throttle, like, before he even... I don't think he ever picked the throttle back up out of the corner. Because he saw the car spinning.
Well, we should be getting the 1 to go here. Gonna keep an eye on that number 4 of Matt Cochran, because he's on the lead lap now. He's gonna be gaining positions. Curious to see how far he gets up through the pack. But right now, we only have 14 cars on the lead lap.
I'd go grab Josh and get a quick interview, but I have a feeling he wouldn't be very PG right now.
Yeah, and we kind of need PG.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's probably pretty angry.
I don't blame him.
I don't either, but just for radio purposes, any fan listening at home, I'm going to spare it for now. Oh, such a just unfortunate incident there. I mean, he was literally that if he had got through that clean, he would have had a top 10 potentially. This re-rack and battle for the final 4 or 5 laps, AJ, if the 90 and the 16 save tires, it'll show here.
Oh, here we go.
Because you can't save anything anymore.
Ding, ding, ding.
61 with a little spin.
Uh-oh.
90 with a big spin.
Uh-oh. And there it is.
And we've got one almost on his foot again.
Pretty sure it was TJ Floyd. That was TJ Floyd. Wow. Well, we kind of figured it was going to happen. There's the spin up front.
I mean, there's 2 crashes here actually. There's a second crash even behind those guys. The 59 lost it in front of the 49. Collected, I believe, the 38, the 09 again, and the 4 car manages to catch the brake and miss it all, I do believe.
Here's the back incident. When in doubt, slam on the brakes.
This is just... Miles has made sure they remember who he... This is going to put us, I do believe, to green-white checkers as well.
It will 100%. Here's Josh Fox. Gonna get loose, smack the wall.
Can report from the garage the 30 car is 2 laps down, but turning lap. And not upset that there's more cars crashing. He could potentially be right back to where he was with the amount of cars that he crashed.
Yeah, that's a very good possibility.
I don't know who got the lucky dog, if there was one there. I would think it would have been him.
If he didn't touch anything, it should be the 30. And there he goes.
He was behind the crash, but did a very good job this time of navigating his way through.
Well, this is our... How many attempts? Is it just 1 or 3?
I don't remember with
Pretty
these
sure
guys.
it's 3. I'm checking right now with my list that I made. It is 3 green-white checkered attempts. Curious to see if we use all 3 of them.
With the track temp being 123 at the moment, all bets are off.
Well, stay tuned to after the race. TJ is going to run his butt down to trackside to get a word with each of our podium finishers. But let's talk about pit stops. From first Dunford all the way to Joe Darnell, they last pit on lap 87. That's 7th position. Driver the number 95, my pick for the race. Pit on 102, so he's got the fresher tires, but does he have the time to get towards the front?
My pick quit the league, so my picks are out for the week.
How do you know your picks are bad? Well, the dude I picked quit the league.
And the guy the 2 I wanted to go with wrecked. I'm curious how much damage this 90 car actually has. The car appears to be like hopping and skipping. I don't know if that's just what it is.
No, we're just waiting for the green.
Well, we got a car that needs to get waved around first, I do believe. So we're going to be waiting at least here another lap.
What car is that?
Am I not live? No, I'm live. The 94 is between the leaders and the pace car.
I'm so used to seeing the 94 up front anyway. Oops.
Well, that was the Dunford and Dunford show, trying to be at the front. Unfortunately, the way his night has gone, Dylan Dunford is trapped 3 laps down in 16. Well, I guess the one thing Josh Ando can hang his hat on is he's going to get a top 15.
This is true.
He only lost 5 stops, destroyed the car. That's something. And if they have another big crash here, which I'm not going to rule out, you never know. I do believe all these guys would love to make it a lap, and then it's all bets are off. You want to wreck, we don't care.
I'm sorry, TJ. Are you saying you want carnage?
Oh, I want carnage. I wanted carnage all day. I just didn't want it in and around the 30 or 17. And, you know, the day started with the 17 with a car on top of it, and the 30 with some damage. So Miles says, no, you get carnage everywhere if you want carnage.
Green flag back in the air, and we are... Uh-oh.
And, oh boy, here we go! Everybody on the brakes in the back!
Well, there's our first attempt.
Where do we go back to find where this started?
I think
the
it's
2 and the 5?
The 2. Joe Darnell.
He got loose. The 5 got into him.
There it is. He's going to gas it up into the wall and nowhere for anybody behind him to go.
Oh, and Matt Cochran! Tell me he didn't hit nobody.
He is around.
He went around, but tell me he didn't hit nothing. I think he's okay. I think he just got turned.
He got neck-coated turned.
And just kept on a trucking. What a save. Not quite as entertaining as Jimmy Johnson's once save here, but that was pretty impressive in itself.
They aren't even going to touch, and he's got some really bad right rear damage.
And can I mention, do I dare mention?
No.
Am I safe to mention it?
Don't. So know where you're going.
I do believe we got a lucky dog. Oh, this is what a night. I mean, and it's not like this race has taken that long.
No, we've only been green for an hour and 20 minutes.
There he goes, AJ. There he goes. Get him, kid. No rear end, no front end. Send it. Who's going to win this thing?
Not a clue. I really
Is the 61 the only car without damage at this point? Like, am I
60?
61, Frank Hughes. Is he the only undamaged race car?
That's a good possibility. I'm not going to say it because then it's going to end up happening.
Oh, I'm saying it. Maybe the 21. I think the 21 may be the least damaged second car. I think those might be the 2 least damaged cars on the racetrack. The 61 and the 21. Because I'm pretty sure everybody else is a modified or some variation. I think the 17 has incurred the least amount of damage since having a car on top of it at lap 1. This is just wild.
This
what
is
a night.
insane.
What do we even have left running?
We have
16 cars?
About 16, 17 cars.
I think it's 16. 17th is Bryn George, and he packet lost a bit ago.
Well, you have Daniel Park in the 09 on the racetrack. You have Austin Green on the racetrack.
True, so yeah, it's 16, 17 still running.
And both of them, respectively, have to finish running to either pull away from the driver behind them, or Austin Green, if something happens to Daniel Park, will gain that one extra position.
Yep, they are. And is Tyler Aspinall still running, or is he finally parked it?
He is not even in the session.
So they're gonna finally clear by him.
They already have.
Are they? Mine's, I think, just updating now. He could technically fall into the... Yeah, he's going to get... Austin Green should here, right? Get that position?
Yeah, Austin Green has the 21st position, while Aspinall drops back to 22nd.
And then it's... I think that finally was... The car's still running. What a wild night to think Daniel Park, was he in the initial crash?
I don't know. I think so. It's a good possibility where he started in 5th. Well, TJ.
Travis Lapinus reminding them there is a egg under the throttle. Don't squash it.
All the dirt says he doesn't think Donnie Bartlett has any damage. There's the 21 right there. I think he's
61
clean
and the 21, I think, are the only 2 clean cars. For now.
Everybody holding their breath here at the racetrack.
We've seen how this track can end races. Let's see how they come back.
And
21.
There we go.
Clear. No spinners on the restart yet. Chaos averted for now.
Well,
I do believe Mr. Dunford is just trying to get to the line.
Well, they're going to make it back around. And if they
Nothing yet.
White flag presented by Wrestling Over Everything. Yeehaw. Oh, Matt Cochran trying to move up a position.
Dean Qualley trying to go for 3rd here, maybe.
Yeah, where'd he come from?
Oh, gonna run out of time. Almost made it 3 wide at the line. Gonna take a good solid 4.
And Brandon Dunford is going to win the Monster Mayhem 110 from Dover.
I feel like he deserves a t-shirt that says, I survived the Monster Mayhem 110.
No kidding.
Wow. 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 I feel like the top 4 should just go get a picture. Dean Qualley with a great comeback. Literally, after starting the race with a car on top of it, Dean Qualley finishes 4th.
Your top 3, Brandon Dunford wins here tonight from Dover Motor Speedway. Frank Hughes in 2nd. And Travis Lapinus in 3rd. Your biggest mover of the race tonight, the driver of the number 21 Ford Mustang, Donnie Bartlett. Biggest heartbreak, the number 20 Brady Floyd, minus 24, finishing in the 26th position.
Yeah, his night never got going, literally. He made it 10 laps, AJ.
See if we can get a word with some of the drivers.
Say, did you want to cut the commercial? Or you want to get him
We're
interviewed?
Gonna get him right away. Brandon Dunford, TJ, take it away.
Brandon Dunford, you got a copy? Brandon Dunford, you got a copy?
I do, sir.
Man, I don't know how you took a race car that looks like that and put the thing in victory lane. What a run.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm so happy with it. You know, obviously from the start, we had that little hiccup there at the beginning.
That wasn't a little hiccup.
Yeah, I know it was a domino effect. But man, you know, just continue to work with it. I knew we were super fast in this thing, you know, this 19 Toyota Camry. So I just knew I just had to be patient with it and let it come to me. But just super excited to be here, man.
I cannot believe, if you'd have told me at the start of this race, we'd have had a huge crash and that one of the drivers, like right up in it, would end up winning this race, and I said, you're crazy. There's no way. And yet here you are. Damaged race car and all. You keeping that Dunford interview streak going.
Yeah,
it's just wow.
It is, man. This is the one we've been hunting, though. You know, this interview right here to be, you know, on the winning circle here, or the winning end of it here. This is the one we've been chasing. You know, it's bittersweet. You know, but again, with the momentum swing with the Dunford and Dunford firm here is just killer. You know, I hate that Dylan, you know, got caught up into that mess right there in the beginning, and then continue to just have heartbreak after heartbreak with him. throughout the race. I know he's got a lot more making up to do, but you know, we're just continuing to ride it, and at least one of us is continuing to benefit from this momentum. And it's just been a fun ride for sure. But this is definitely the one we've been chasing. I definitely did not think it was gonna come at Dover, but hey, I'll take them when I can get them.
Yeah, and I mean, you take a look over at the point standings there, and 20 car made 10 laps tonight. He had a 6-point lead on you. I would like to think you've made up that 6 on him. The 95 was behind you a few. Potentially the points leader, Brandon Dunford. I mean, that might be a thing?
I'm really hoping. I definitely hate to take a points lead, especially off the fact that people get wrecked out and that you don't get to race those. Because obviously Brady and some of those other guys, the talent is just there, man. It's there's a lot of talent. I want to be racing those guys. I don't want them to have these upsets of getting wrecked out and stuff like that.
Right. I hear you.
But absolutely, yeah. I feel real comfortable that we'll probably be taking the points lead here, leaving Dover, which sets us up for, some questionable racetracks as well. And again, it's just one of those things, man. I did not think it was going to come at Dover, but just a super fast car, and it just handled like a dream. I could just about put it anywhere, and be competitive. Coming to those last couple restarts, I just didn't think I had it anymore because the tire spin was just crazy here. And it wasn't the low end RPM, it was your mid range RPM. So you could act like there was a egg under that pedal, but as soon as you started to climb the RPMs, the harder you got into the throttle, that's when it wanted to start to bust loose. And I think that's what a lot of people were having issues with.
We saw it through the field all night. I mean, right up to that final restart, people were trying to just hang on to it. And, I mean, you did it, so you had to have, I'd say you've mastered it the best.
Yeah, I would say so. Huge shout out to Frank and all the guys that were sitting there behind me, Lepanus and Quali and Bartlett. I mean, all those guys, Devin, Jesse, Adams, they all race so clean. I definitely owed one to Frank. He got me last week, so I had to give it back to him this week. But just again, huge shout out to y'all for doing what y'all do. The competition, huge shout out to them to, it's just for the most part, we can stay with the clean racing and have these, these good finishes like this. Dean Quali for putting this all on, everybody up in the booth, Zach and Will, that, the race controls that they do, what they do. It's just been a fun, I think that's where the momentum's coming into play the best, is we're just having a lot of fun right now. And when you're having fun doing it, it makes it so much easier.
You are not wrong. And I mean, you've got only a couple here to the playoffs. You've set yourself up pretty good.
Yeah.
See how it pans out.
Well, boys, we're going to keep running this, this wave of momentum. And of course, I continue to hope to be talking to y'all guys, every single week. I don't know when it's going to end, but it's definitely been fun getting to know y'all. I've at least got, at this point, I've had to have at least got into y'all's top picks.
You're close. I went with Dylan tonight and repicked shortly after picking him because, he didn't make it very far.
Mm-hmm.
I think your car just blew up, by the way.
It did.
Yeah, which is funny because it is literally off. I shut it down. After I did my burnout, I shut it down. So.
Well, if you look at the back of your car, it looks like it was hit with a wrecking ball. And if you look at the front of the car, it's a bit better, but still ugly. But no matter what, got the trophy.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, every pit stop that we made, I try to hold it just a couple of seconds extra. But the pinnacle move here was beating Frank Hughes out of the pit. That couldn't have worked out any better. Obviously,
I think AJ mentioned it when you did. I think AJ goes, he beat him out.
Yeah, I mean, not taking any damage repair on that particular pit stop and beating Frank out was the pinnacle move here. To just it's what put it all together, because I knew I had the speed to beat him and everybody else behind me. It was just maintaining on not spinning the rear wheels on the restart, and trying to hit my marks, because I'm not gonna lie, guys. Before those last couple of cautions, when I thought it was gonna stay green, I was turning qualifying laps. I mean, lap over lap. I wanted it to be over. I wanted to put this old girl on the podium spot and have it in, but it got rough there for a little bit.
Well, continue the momentum on next week. I asked 71 next week. That's me. I'll be out there trying to not be in the way.
Well, you know, we would be appreciative to have you out on the track, but don't be surprised if I blow your doors off.
I'm not at all. No.
All right,
I will
Brandon.
be the first to say I'm here for participation.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for chilling with us. Thanks for the interview. We'll see you at Michigan next week.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all take care.
See ya. All right, TJ, let's drop it to P2, Frank Hughes.
Mr. Frank Hughes, you got a copy? Frank Hughes, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
What did you need to get by that 19? More laps?
No, I needed not to come out at the tail of the field coming into pit road.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one. I want to say you and your teammate were up front for the vast majority of this race till late.
Yeah, how about that? Give it up to that kid. I mean, he's come a long way.
And he made one mistake, and I've never seen like the momentum shift so fast. He made one mistake, hit the wall, and like 4 laps later, he's just. But
yeah, that's kids for you.
Your car, and I think the 21 might have been the cleanest cars remaining on the racetrack at the end of the night.
I keyed the radio on the first green, white, checkered, and I said, I think me and the 21 are the only ones that are out here that aren't damaged. And my brother said, you just jinxed yourself. And luckily I didn't.
Well, I kind of threw the hex on you too, just to see, because I was hoping for chaos. And I mean, it happened. Chaos was a thing. Just luckily it was not for you.
Yeah, luckily it wasn't for me. But the one thing to say about that, I mean, got to clean that up.
That was a little much. That was a lot of chaos.
Yeah, that got a little out of hand there. I mean, I get it. Everybody's trying to go for it, but you got to give your time and allow people to get rolling and not just run people over.
You're definitely right. I feel like you've been up here so much lately. You know, almost getting 2 in a row there, but a first and a second, you got some momentum going. What do you think? How does this build for these final couple races before the postseason?
Well, that's what this is for. That's what it's about. It's to try to build points to make sure I could be there at the end when it comes time for the championship. Because that's what we're really gaining or looking for here.
Well, I think if you keep running the way you have been, you are going to be a contender for sure. I laugh as I look at your top 3. You got an upside down 61 in first, 61 in second, backwards 61 in third.
Yep.
Everything spelled right for you guys tonight. And you managed to keep it clean. Something 25 other drivers cannot say. Because I think the 21 was the only other car clean. So
I think Donnie was the only other one that was clean.
Just good run and unbelievable. You managed to keep that thing spotless compared to everybody else.
It goes back to, like I said last week, no need to really race these guys that hard in the beginning anymore. I mean, they take themselves out as it goes on, it seems like. And if they would just settle down and be patient, I think there'd be a lot more clean, hard racing. But, I mean, I get it. It's tighter in the back there, but just got to be patient. And that's something I've had to learn, too, along the way.
Well, you keep doing what you're doing, and I have a feeling it's going to spell good things here as we progress through the season.
Well, that's what I'm hoping and looking for, so.
All right,
AJ,
Frank.
you got anything for Mr. Hughes?
No, I'm just really curious to see how everybody's gonna take what happened at Dover and then move to a significantly bigger track in Michigan next week. But you enjoy the rest of your week. Congratulations on the second place finish and allowing your crew to have an off week with not a broken car.
Thank you. I want to thank you guys too. If it wasn't for you guys, uh, we wouldn't be getting broadcasted, and we appreciate that. Everybody with EFRL, I'm pretty sure appreciates it.
Hey, we have a
So
lot of
thank
fun
you
doing
very
it.
much.
We have probably way too much fun doing it.
I bet you do, especially when you have excitement restarts like this.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't even call it a restart. We wrecked before we got the green tonight, so.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, brother. You have a good night, my friend.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Well, for our final interview, TJ, let's talk to P3, Travis Lapanis. TJ, take it away.
Travis Lapanis, you got a copy? Travis Lapanis, got a copy?
There you got you, sir.
There he is. How did you manage to get back through the field with all that damage?
Patience. I mean, the first couple times, it sucks to get that right off the bat, but gave me the opportunity with some of the early yellows to duck in 2 or 3 times and get all of it repaired. And then just, I don't know, save tires and picked off a little every run.
Well, you managed to fight and claw your way back through this field tonight, and I mean, it was very fun watching it. I mean, I don't think I ever remember this many damaged cars being at the front of the field and even being competitive with cars that were cleaner, but I just wicked impressed with the 3rd place run out of that car looking the way it does.
Well, thank you. I mean, it was a grind. It's sort of those where you have to be patient and chew off a little bit at a time. You're not getting big chunks at a place like this.
I told AJ, I said, if these guys got any tires, it's going to show, here late. And I was wondering, and I'm just so much chaos tonight. The fact that you managed to get up through it all and survive, and you front 3, I mean, just Frank, I think, was the cleanest car out there, and you and Brandon were damaged, but still fast. Wild.
Yeah, had fun. Always liked Dover. Never liked getting in a first lap incident, unfortunately. But
I hear you.
I don't know. I like any track like Dover where it kind of behaves like a short track.
Well, I hope you can carry this momentum forward. You're pretty decent, I do believe, points racing wise.
Yeah, I think I came in 6th. I don't know where I end up. I really don't look at it until the next day. But
right. I mean, the points leader wrecked out early, so you're going to gain obviously there, and a couple of the guys in front of you had major issues tonight and were sure behind you, so it's going to tighten everything at the top up, and you should be right in the middle of it all, as we only got a couple weeks left before the postseason.
I hope you're smarter than me, because my math's not very good. I got to wait for Dean to do the math, and then I'll strategize from there.
Well, you were a point behind the guy that finished 3 laps down. You were 9 points behind the guy that finished a lot more than 3 laps down. You should be at least in the top 5 when it's all set. So I hope you can use that to carry forward.
Awesome. You're good at geography.
Well, speaking of geography, what do you think about Michigan next week?
Michigan's one of those ones I lump in with California and stuff like that. I like them, but I never really run great there, like same as Homesteads and stuff like that. It's like I'm usually midfield, but Michigan I've had a few better races at than some of the others. So yeah, it's what's on the schedule, so it's what I'm going to race.
Well, I hope to see you on the track. I'm racing that one, and I hope it's not lapping me too many times, but I would be glad to see you go by me at least once next week, I'm sure.
I'll try to stay out of your way.
I guess so. I think it'll be the opposite. Continue on forward. You are certainly looking good for the end of this year.
We'll give her a go. I want to win some races. So.
All right, Travis. You have a good night, my friend. Have a good week. And congratulations on your 3rd place finish tonight.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
All right, TJ, break it down. What are your thoughts about the race? What are your thoughts about how difficult it was to race?
I mean, obviously, AJ, it showed on the restarts. These guys were just struggling to be able to go. I mean, across the board, trying to find the ability to get in the gas, not too hard, and make forward progression without getting ran over from behind was really, really, really hard. And, the cream of the crop, they say, rose to where it needed to be, and these guys got it done. I mean, Miles the Monster always demands chaos. He was served many race cars on a platter. I think we had a wild broadcast tonight, but a good race otherwise. I mean, there was moments of good action, and then there was moments of chaos.
Yeah, everybody go back and check it out. It was very eventful. It was never boring. Thank you all for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. That's TJ Barnier. I'm AJ Capola. Check out all of our sponsors and affiliates down in the description. But we'll see you next week at Michigan. Peace out, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.